What is fair? Me, 30M, wife, 29F. My, 30M, and wife, 29, have 3 kids. 6 years old biological and a 3-year-old and 1-year-old adopted. My wife is a SOM and I own 2 businesses and work from home 4 days and work at my business 2 days. I am struggling with burnout. I cook all my own meals. Kid duties and household duties are split roughly 50-50. The pressure of keeping our household running smoothly and running 2 businesses is killing me. Every time I try to open up to my wife about how I feel and how I'm struggling, she just says that these are our kids, not her kids. Which I 100% agree with. We both grew up in traditional households where dad goes to work and mom does everything else. Which we both agreed we don't want. And I want to pull my own weight. But I'm dying inside. How do I approach this with my wife, or is the solution for me to suck it up, deal with it? If it matters to anyone, I earn a high income. Money is not a problem in our relationship. TLDR. I'm burned out with running 2 businesses and splitting household duties. If money is not an issue, then a good solution could be to hire help. A good cleaner that also helps with laundry would be a start. Food delivery so no one needs to go grocery shopping. The expression, throw money at the problem, comes to mind. Sit down with your wife and discuss which chores can reasonably be outsourced. Then discuss which remaining duties each of you takes on. As she is a SAHP, only the chores that are necessary in your off time should be 50-50. Look at the total of hours. Both income-related work and parenting, household work. The total number of work hours should be divided 50-50. Not just a part of it. Make it an open and honest conversation about what each of you are struggling with and what an ideal world would look like. Then try to find middle ground and creative solutions. Dude, if money isn't an issue, just throw money at the problem. 3 kids is like a lot for anyone. You can buy time, pay for a cleaner, you can get a mother's helper, you can get a housekeeper. I'm not sure how much disposable income you have, but if you're both burning out, your problem is time, and money can buy time. 50-50 is too much to put on you. These are also problems that can be made a lot easier with that high income. Cleaner every 2 weeks, buying more pre-made meals, and outsourcing laundry can really decrease the load. You are smart. You have money. Smart people with money hire out everything. Get a cleaner, get a nanny, get a lawn care service, get a meal service, or buy prepared foods for God's sake. You can easily solve all these problems. Don't listen to anyone else talking about splitting duties with your wife. Split duties among your new part-time household staff. My dad was an executive and my mom took care of a lot, but they also used a lot of services to make their lives easier. They had more time to spend with the kids that way too. What's the point of a good income if you don't use it to make life easier and more enjoyable? If it matters to anyone, I earn a high income. Money is not a problem in our relationship. Use your money to ease your burden. Pay someone to do house tasks that are taking your time and energy. Why do you have to run 2 businesses? Is it time to hire someone? You haven't indicated what you want in this post. What does the ideal work split look like in your mind? If I were you, I'd reduce my hours. If you're living comfortably, why work 6 days a week? Money won't buy you time. And you need time to relax every now and then. Unfortunately, that is difficult with 3 small kids. Because it's the 24th of July, 365. But not impossible. Or, if you can afford it, try hiring some help too. The 50-50 split should only apply to the time frame that you're not at work. If you work Sunday, 86, then you should do 50-50 after 6 p.m. You're in charge of dinner 3 nights. She's in charge 3 nights. You do bedtime 3 nights. She does 3, etc. It's not going to leave much free time for you. But she doesn't get much either. That's life with 3 small children. Realistically, you should have 12 nights free, and so should she. I second the idea to throw money at this problem if you can afford it. I think you should hire help for your business before the house. This will give you more downtime to relax your brain. If you continue to work 6 days a week, then the burnout will still continue. I also think you can streamline things. Sunday prep for dinners. Do crock-pot dinners. 3 ingredients and let it cook at day on low. Load of laundry put in the morning, then she puts it in the dryer at kids' nap and then swaps another load in the afternoon. While watching TV it's folded. Kids have age-appropriate choices. Picking up toys. Yes, it will take them longer but will give you both 15 more minutes of free time. Also, write down what each person does per day and how long the task takes. This might help both understand things and if one needs to help more in certain areas. Every time I try to open up to my wife about how I feel and how I'm struggling, she just says that these are our kids, not her kids. Sure, but if she wants 50-50 on household duties and childcare, then she should also be contributing 50% of working for income. It's absolutely unfair for you to be doing 100% of that and still doing 50% of all the other stuff. That makes your overall split, essentially, 150/50ths, or 75/25ths. I would come back with, this is our mortgage. Not my mortgage. These are our bills. Not my bills. No, she should not need to do 100% of the housework and raising the kids. But it sounds like she needs to step up. Duty. I'm all for splitting things fairly, but this ain't it. She's a som. She should be pulling 75% of the housework, childcare. Something has to give. Either you need to cut back at work or at home. You're only one person. A 50-50 split. Emo is when both parents work outside the home. Dude, WTF? Why is she a som then? If you're working 2 jobs, she should be taking care of the house completely, at least aiding you with your stuff as well. But the kids are always 50-50. Your life sounds like hell. If she is a stay-at-home mother, she should do more household duties, taking care of the kids. It seems very unfair to spilt that 50-50 next to your job. What does she do all day? Both parties should work approximately the same amount of hours, either working or doing household stuff. Your wife is being unfair. I was a som and I'm currently on maternity leave while my husband is working. I am doing more like 80% of the cleaning and childrearing. With my 4-month-old in tow, my husband takes our older 2 out to the park and swimming a couple nights a week, and I appreciate that big time. He also does the garbage and backyard care. Can you afford a cleaner? That would probably help you both out a lot. Fair and marriage both mean helping the spouse who feels like they are dying inside. Sometimes one partner has to pull more weight than the other, and it evens out over time. Right now you need support. Think about what that looks like, maybe a couple hours to yourself without responsibilities, or maybe she takes over cooking for a couple weeks to give you a break and ask for it. If she hears that you feel like you're dying inside and shrugs, I recommend outsourcing everything you can and try to find a marriage counselor. I'm confused as to why household chores and kiddie duties are 50-50. She is a som. She should be doing more than 50% of household duties and even making sure you get a hot meal. I love the fact that you do your part of the household stuff and work basically 3 jobs, but that don't mean she should put in minimal work. My take. Traditional gender norms are funky and suck. Don't do that. Instead, if one person is a stay-at-home partner, they should do the majority of the household chores, cooking. Regardless of gender, whoever is in the home more should do more of the housework. Whoever is at work more ought to also contribute to chores in a reasonable way. Not being a slob, cleaning up after themselves, cooking dinner sometimes on the weekends. If children are involved, the working parent should want to spend time with their children and partner in the evening. I don't count that as a chore. My partner and I do not have kids. We were both working this summer. I worked about 30 hours per week. He worked about 50. I did about 80% of our shared chores. Purely because I was home more and it seems reasonable to us that way. However, he did not treat me like a live-in maid. If he got home early and I was doing laundry, a chore I usually do alone, he would sit and talk with me and help fold. Dividing chores like an irritable child is no way to have a healthy relationship. Work together, not against one another. Which we both agreed we don't want. And I want to pull my own weight. But I'm dying inside. Yeah, but shouldn't she be working too then? Or is it only non-traditional when it benefits her and traditional when the non-traditional part would negatively impact he? She either starts working so you can work less or she takes a whole lot more responsibilities around the house. She cannot have her cake and eat it too.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.